ever wondered why some O-1 petitions are approved and some are denied? Well, today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why I believe certain O-1 petitions are denied. My name is Elektra Yao, and I'm the artist visa lawyer located here in New York City, and today we're going to deep dive into why denials happen. If you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared any of my videos yet, please make sure to do so lots of other artists and creatives can get more information on O-1s. So the number one reason why an O-1 visa petition will be denied or an artist visa petition will be denied is because there's no attorney involved within the process. So as we know, legal fees do have costs, and sometimes it's difficult to find the right fit for you. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own style of working. But attorneys, whether we like it or not, have the information on trends, on nuances, and most importantly, have the experience to anticipate problems. So I say this all the time. Attorneys are not the gatekeepers of information. All of the regulations are published. All the information about O-1s are out there. You can Google O-1 laws and it will come up. What will not come up is strategy, is experience, is trends, and is nuances. And that's why you hire an attorney. Now, I always recommend finding an attorney that works best for you, your style, and your goals. But that is my number one reason why O-1 petitions get denied: the lack of attorney involved within the whole process. The second reason why a petition will be denied is because sometimes there are no contracts included. So I have many stories of clients who are at the RFE level or who have been previously denied, and I review the petition and I see that there are no contracts included. Now, this goes back to a point that I said earlier on in a previous video, is that contracts is something that needs to be included within the petition. Even though I know the mentality is let me get the visa first and then the contracts, that's not how the law is written. The law is asking us to prove what your future engagements are going to be. And if you do not include that within the petition, you'll get a denial. Now, the third reason for a denial for an O-1 petition is a disorganized portfolio. So when I mean disorganized, I mean there are different achievements mixed up with other achievements. There's a surplus of a specific type of evidence and a deficiency in another type of evidence. And this is a recipe for disaster. You want your portfolio to tell a story. You want your portfolio to be clean. You want your portfolio to be user-friendly. And most importantly, you don't want to lose your audience. It's like when you're performing a show or when you're writing a story, you need to make sure that you are constructing your portfolio for your specific audience, which means that the audience is the officer, who most likely is not an attorney, who most likely is not an artist, and 100% will not understand the specific nuances that exist within your career and the productions and the work that you have undertaken. So you need to make sure that the portfolio is specifically organized. The next reason why petitions are denied, or O-1 petitions are denied, is because of forms. Now, forms are a technical aspect for the O-1 and oftentimes get overlooked. By overlooked, I mean that sometimes people think that, oh, it's just a form, it's super easy to fill out. Well, every form has a specific purpose, and the analysis of what box to check off or not check off is legal reasoning. And certain terms that are used in the immigration forms are not terms that we use in our everyday life. These are specific legal terms and legal documents that are sometimes difficult to understand. So a lot of the times I do see incorrect forms, and that results in the denial of the petition. And lastly, probably the most important reason why a case is denied is the lack of a clear narrative. So the lack of storytelling within the petitions. This means that all the ideas surrounding your artistry and your career are kind of disorganized. So I always say, if it's disorganized for you or unclear for you, it's going to certainly be unclear for me and 100% unclear for the officer. So our job as the attorney, as the law firm collaborating with the client, is to construct an arc, construct a narrative, right? A story that has a specific beginning, middle, and end. Make it clean and clear for the officer to understand. This means that there needs to be synergy between the letters of recommendation and the portfolio and also the contracts, right? This is a strategy and a nuance that I believe is extremely important. And this has been tried and tested where I have worked with clients who have are at the beginnings of their career, or maybe have done very limited work on their OPT. But it's not a quantity game. It's not about, okay, I have, the most productions and I can tell the best story. No, it's about strategy, tactic, and the way in which we want to tell the story. You might want to be a film, TV, and theater actor, but you might not have the proper evidence or the supporting storyline to be able to allow the attorney to argue that. And then you need to make the decision as to whether or not you accept that narrative. That is a part of the legal process. But the unclear narrative, the lack of understanding of the profession, of the future work, is going to be a very, very strong reason why the case is RFE'd and then consequently denied. I hope that these reasons for denial will provide you more insight into your O-1 visa petition, and I hope that you will continue to like and share and follow for more tips on the O-1 visa process.